Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Ask an Action Coach. I am Joseph Muenich with Action Coach of Wisconsin. As always, I am here with the amazing Jackie Zach. She is a business and executive coach at Action Coach of Wisconsin. And we're going to jump right in with a question that we got from LinkedIn. A gentleman asked us, what are some techniques for holding my team accountable?
Great question. Great question. And this is since November's accountability month, timing is everything, right? So the first step I would say is who's holding you accountable. So all of you business owners out there, who is holding you accountable to what you're doing? That's the very first step, is to make sure that you're doing what you need to do and you're modeling that same behavior. So as just like any good coach has a coach or more than one coach, any great leader also has a coach or someone to hold them accountable. Accountability buddies are great, but the big thing about having someone else like a coach help you with accountability is they tell you the truth. They're not afraid of hurting your feelings. They tell you like it is, and they tell you exactly what you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear. So I would encourage you that if you are the leader uh, of the band, that you get yourself a coach to help hold you accountable. So that's number one. Number two, as any great leader, some of the things that make a great leader are: number one, clear expectations. Are your expectations clear? Because keep in mind, if your expectations aren't clear, you may not get what you were expecting. So part of this is making sure that you are clearly articulating what is expected of each and every one of your team members, and also making sure that your management team or leadership team is doing the same. So that's part of the being a great leader. The second one is holding them accountable, because you can't hold them accountable unless they understand what clearly the expectations are for them. And accountability in terms of what is the measurement? How are you going to, and I like to look at it as, how are you measuring success? Not are they not doing it, but how will they know they are successful? What is the measurement by which they know they are successful? What is the measurement by which you know you're successful? So that's the other piece of it. And then what are the consequences? And consequences, when we say consequences, people think negative, but consequences are really just a result. So consequences can be good or bad, but they're just a result. So if I do this, this is the consequence. If I do this, this is the consequence. So really understanding. So from a leadership point of view, it's making sure you have clear expectations, holding people accountable so they know what success looks like, and what are the consequences if they do or they don't get the result you're looking for. So the to just kind of piggyback on that, another way to help you hold your team accountable is thinking about your team in terms of what motivates them. Are they moving towards pleasure or away from pain? And Joseph, you and I talked a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, a great example of like moving toward pleasure might be if your team member wants to buy a new car, and if they succeed, they're going to have the money they need to buy that car.
Right.
Or maybe if moving away from pain is that they want to raise $5,000 for their church so that they can feed 30 families this year. And if they don't make that cut, they know that people are going to go hungry, and so they're motivated away from that kind of painful thought or situation. um,
Absolutely. So that's a great example. Great example. So one of the things I would encourage you to do is find out from your team members what motivates them. Right? Really find out what motivates them, and how can working for you and your business help them get what they want. Because if you help them get what they want, they will help you get what you want. And if you are not currently working with a coach, I would recommend that you would start working with a coach as your competitive advantage to help hold you accountable. Because we know as business owners, I used to be one, if nobody was holding me accountable, I may or may not do what I needed to do, right? Especially those things that I didn't want to do.
Yep.
So those would be my recommendations. And if somebody wanted to talk to a coach about learning more about it, what can they do?
You can let us know either through, you can PM us, direct message us, you can leave a comment down below, or you can always call my office. My number is 608-441-7860. Again, that's 608-441-7860. You can talk to me there, Joseph, or you can leave a message if I'm on the other line. And another thing that I really loved about what you said, Jackie, was the question was, what are some techniques I can use to hold my team accountable? And I wonder if the asker was wondering about things that he could instill in his team, but really these are all changes he can make himself to get the results from his team that he wants. And so if you're out there and you're feeling like this seems a little overwhelming, or I don't know where to start, let's schedule a long conversation between you and Jackie, and she can find out exactly where your starting point is right now and help get you on the right track. So thank you so much, Jackie. I really like today's Ask an Action Coach so much. And I hope you are out there, and if you see yourself, you'll reach out to us today. Thank you so much, everybody, and we will see you next time.